Okay, Gemini, come on in. If you feel like you don't have enough, like you just spent and you don't have the nurturing and everything to give, it's okay, because we're going to take care of you. We're going to nurture you. There's lots of love around you, even though there's been levels of feeling like judgment and things didn't go for you in certain ways. It's okay. That's all right. It's all going to work out, and this is just a very supportive reading towards you and a reminder of how much you are loved. So stay tuned. We're going to talk all about it. Alrighty then. Who are we going to do? Let's do, I keep hearing Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Wasn't planning on starting with Gemini, but look, let's go ahead. Gemini, you are calling forward. So, hey, definitely check out, I did this, well, it's kind of long, but God, it's worth it, video on the Kazemi and the November astrology energies. I did it because there's so much there and it affects everybody, and I didn't want to try to explain it during and re-explain it over and over during people's readings. So check it out. It's called, God, what is it called? It is called, I can't think. You know how that goes. Crucial Information, November Astrology. That's what it's called. I'll try to put a link below.
Hi, you Cappy. Hi, Cappy, Cappy, Cappy.
Aww.
You go over say hello to Theo?
And check it out, because there's so much information there that's going to be so helpful for November and moving into your new year. And the things that you fight for, that are important to you, your focus. It's so important right now. Theo, you are so adorable.
You're so cute, honey. You're so cute. Gemini.
My playful, curious, lovely, youthful Gemini. What you been up to? Are you looking forward to the holidays? I am. Finally got through all those eclipses. Now here we are. All right, so excellent, excellent. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening, Gemini? All right, give me just a few seconds to put these in place, and I'll come right back with the reading, Gemini. Life is good. Hey, Gemini. You know, the one thing that I want to talk about with your reading is that there's two viewpoints going on right now. There's a level of a viewpoint of some things that have happened that maybe you might be putting too much emphasis on, of feeling like rejection or something not giving you the thumbs up, and you're feeling a lot. But what I want to emphasize is in this reading is that you have a lot of people that love you, and they're showing it, and they're talking about you, and they're really loving you a lot. So I really want to emphasize that, because like in the middle here, it shows you that you're the feminine part of your energy. Okay, the feminine part of your energy right now, the Queen of Cups, okay? She's full of love. She's the cup. She's of love, okay? She's a little turned upside down because she's just got so much on her plate, so many wands of actions that she has to take care of right now. It's just like too much. It's like, I just can't handle it all. And she's a little spent, because also in your near past right here, it talks about the Empress, which is like Mother Nature and the nurturing and just doesn't have any more to give. Just is trying, but is just not in the balance of having a whole bunch to give right now. It's just like I've just gone under so much and done so much. I don't have a lot to give, and I don't have the reserves, okay? But I want you to know that the people are really looking at you, and they are really talking about you, and they really love you and appreciate you. Also down here within your attitude and everything, there's these projects, and you have the group, and there of new projects, and the support level with people and their different talents, and that they really are there surrounding you and love you. But within some of the things that you're seeing, it's showing the energetics of feeling. There's a few things that you feel like rulings or things that happened that weren't fair, that weren't just, and that sometimes, like this one, the Page of Wands is like whispering in the ear, okay, of the Justice card, right? And it doesn't seem like it was positive. So there was like judgments or rulings, and it didn't seem fair because someone was not talking good. So there's this dichotomy of energy right now that you're getting both. You're getting one side where people are really saying, yeah, she's the best, she's the greatest. Another side saying, no, I don't think so. Or he, like Gemini, but it's your feminine side, because your feminine side is your emotional side, and that's in the middle, and that's what is taxed right now. Your emotions are a little overwhelmed with everything that you're having to deal with, and so it does look like the energy of some judgment or felt like judgment got to you a bit, because it's made it so that your hermit here, you've got a double hermit here turned upside down, which is you're not able to like focus, really go within, because you're distracted, and you're distracted by something gave you kind of like, it's like saying something gave you the thumbs down. And that small level of what that was, my God, we just went through a whole bunch of incredible eclipse energy. And yeah, sure, I bet you got some thumbs down. So did everybody in a lot of ways. And it can also make sometimes people feel like I'm a failure in this area, or I didn't do well, or this is also the season of where we look, and we're coming into the fall season, the winter season, coming into it, and we look back on the year, and we look at our accomplishments or what we have, or back in even the time period of where people had to come to this point and say, do we have enough food to survive us through the winter now? Did we get to the fruits of the summer and everything, and did we make everything? So we're looking back on all of it. And it does look like within your cards there's an emotionality, the feminine side of you, the emotionality that's looking at some stuff and is just a little bit spent. Just don't have a lot to give right now, and that's okay, Gemini, because we're going to be jumping in here with some Sagittarius energy that's gonna whoop whoop us back up, and bring up that playfulness in you. Because the thing is that the cards are showing, I do want to reiterate that you are very loved. People are talking about you. It even says that there's someone from your past to come in and show you love, give you love, even though you might be going through some hard times. And maybe that's why the universe and your angels and everything are coming in at the same time, trying to remind you of how awesome you are, and how much we love you, and you're great. Maybe you're being a little hard on yourself. Do you consider that? I mean, I don't know what it might be about, but take that into consideration a little bit, okay? Because it's just seeing those two energies, and I'm like, yeah, but what's real? And it does say in the future, it's saying there's still a little bit of sensitivity towards the words that people say to you. Like when you give of yourself, and you're doing actions, and you're doing it through love, which Gemini really does a lot. Gemini really does give absolutely through the heart. And sometimes when someone or something says no thanks, or I don't want that for whatever reason, it can be taken personal. And careful not to do that, because it's saying that you really are loved, And people are going through a lot right now. But the nice thing is in the future, it does talk about having a treaty, giving a treaty, and going into new actions. New actions of, we're going to take these new actions of Ace of Wands. We're to lay down our swords, and we're not going to worry about old words that were said or to take it the wrong way, because that's not worth it. What's worth it is getting back into like what we want to create together. Because your intentions and your attitude down here of once again with the wand straight up is like, you really do want things to work out. You want these new projects and everything to be going well. You want to be working with everybody and creating, manifesting. So you got a really good attitude. I just think that you're a little bit spent in energy, which is understandable of what we just went through. And maybe you don't have, all of the crazy energy at this moment to give, but it's going to ramp back up. It's going to ramp up into the Sagittarius energy and get going again. I mean, Saturn is just starting to go direct. It takes time to, we're getting from the fixed planets and we're starting to move and get the energy going, right? So just give yourself a little bit of time. Don't be so hard on yourself. I think that's the biggest thing is don't be emotionally so hard on yourself. And when you think that someone has said, even if it's gossipy words or this or that, I mean, people are having moments. It really has nothing to do with you. It doesn't. So if you got denied something, it's talking about that. Don't take it personal. Not right now, please. It's not even. It's not the time because of what we just went through with the eclipses and everything. And there's a residual. The eclipse energy lasts at least 2 weeks afterwards. I mean, it can go much further than that. But it's about 2 weeks prior, and we have the 2-week time period between the sun and the lunar eclipse, and then we have 2 weeks after that. So like the whole time period, we're really in that energy. We're at the end of the year. I mean, there's a lot going on with people. So self-love, and you're great, and people are talking about you. So don't worry about things as much. I mean, that's the main thing. It just wants to tell you in the next couple weeks or so with these cards, and just really give you the thumbs up, even though you felt like you had a thumbs down, or you're giving yourself the thumbs down in some way. Don't know why you're being so maybe necessarily hard on yourself. Just give me a moment, and we'll come right back for the wrap up.
Just a quick reminder to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. This will give you a feel for which energetic you're possibly experiencing right now. And if you would like a detailed personal reading, you can book a reading at ctgtarot.com. And thank you for subscribing and clicking the like button. The kitties and I are very grateful.
Okay, Gemini, within the wrap-up, it's basically give yourself a break. You are loved, even though some judgments on you make it feel like you haven't been. You're really spent right now because your emotional side of you just feel like you don't have any ability to nurture anybody else right now. But that's going to come back around, especially when we actually get a little past the Thanksgiving season and getting into December a little bit more, but it's going to ramp back up, and the delight and the fun and the joy and the youthfulness that you have is going to reawaken and be pretty excited. So the one thing you could do to kickstart that is to get into you. You're so crafty. You're so crafty. And I mean crafts, making stuff, if all of the signs, you're one of them that can be really creative and expressive. And so get into that, because we love that with you, and everybody's talking about you, saying that they love you, even though you get a little bit of negativity somewhere. That's okay. You know what? You need to just re-energize yourself. And don't worry, there's going to be some more words coming up where you're not going to feel that people are accepting the way you give love, or some level of rejection. Let's just worry about you and not worry about any level of rejection, because it's really not there. It's not. I don't know how to re-emphasize it. It's just so important right now. You're awesome. You really are. And maybe you just need to be reminded of that for these next couple coming weeks. And know you're loved, because you really are. You're very, very loved right now. And let it come forward. Even when you might be feeling down, a little bit down, or unaccomplished in something, and not viewing yourself in the highest regards for some reason about something, the universe is going to keep bringing people gentle love to remind you and care for you. So you know what? You need to be cared for a little bit. You know, you can definitely be a great nurturer and a host and a giver. So it's okay for you to be nurtured, because it looks like you need a little bit of it, which is totally fine. Give yourself a break. Give yourself some nurturing, and it'll all come back around, and you are definitely loved. So talk soon, Gemini. You're a lovely, lovely, lovely sign. Lovely human being. So we'll talk soon in the next couple weeks or sooner for more information of what your cards want to give to you. All right. Mush mush.